great to see him back, and he's just going to send this down the left field line. The guy who was able to go to that Morgan Wallen concert with a couple of Cropdusters too, that was fun.
He had himself also a big home run yesterday as well, so well earned at that.
And that will push right center field too. All throughout, in front of his running guy and Drew Cobb too. It's always fun when you see a guy in the same league as you, when you just knock one over them and you just have something to talk about in the spring. That's always fun. Richie, the third base guy, signals to Cade. Stay put at third if you slide on through. Waring's at second there with that single, and he moved up.
And another opportunity. Cropdusters just they cannot squander. Last frame, runners on first and second, just one out. Now you have runners on second and third, no outs. You got to at least tie this game.
With a guy who can get on a base and a guy who has had a knack for extra base hits. Multiple homers on this summer forward. And that first one was a no-doubter against Big Chin, that home opener. Just broke the game wide open in the eighth.
Yeah, I think he kind of set the tone for the Cropdusters for the season. That was something.
You could say devilish of him, too. As well as Max going to move up. Duncan sack fly. Second run comes through. And it's all about timing in this game. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and it's about knowing your role, knowing your position as well, and that's what Duncan does, right? He has no outs. Runners on second and third, so if he hits one deep enough, runner from second in Waring's going to tag up to third. Walter's going to come across and score, so you can kind of kill two birds with one stone there. A great job by Duncan.
Sort of like waking up and get your routine going. Oddly enough, down by a run. They were down 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Watch out, Peyton. I know there's a name, but watch out there.
That got me. I don't know how it didn't get him. Jeez. Yeah. Berman's a tough guy. I'll give him that.
I promised you I was going to get my hand out there. Oh, I was too late. No, it's right here. But with this Thunderbolts team being at Montgomery Blair, they were able to get enough money a few years ago for a netting like this, and it's been a great thing about it too. This, you give back to the community.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'd be able to be underneath here if it wasn't for that netting.
Or even this, even backstop right here too. I was reading a fun fact. I'm a big Blue Jackets fan, right? Columbus Blue Jackets and NHL. There's this young lady who actually passed without the netting, behind both rinks.
Oh, the boards. Yeah.
So she's sitting on one of the top rows, and then one of the pucks just hit her on the skull.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh.
Bleeding. And then they decided the next year in 2003 to put nettings on.
Oh, my gosh.
And definitely you hear about those stuff in early history of baseball.
Yeah.
Spectators getting ahead and just the way they had to recover from it. And they put their nettings after that.
Yeah, I'll never forget one of my first memories watching baseball. It was, I think, a Royals. I remember it was the Tampa Bay Rays, and I think they were playing the Kansas City Royals, but the starting pitcher for the Rays at the time, Alex Cobb, just took a line drive right off the head on the mound. I was like, oh, my goodness, sport can be dangerous.
They get the out of Waring. very beneficial of them, too. They got 3 guys who can definitely test the infielders. Berman at third.
Now batting the first baseman, number 9,
First
Hayden.
Gals, as well as Scott out there at second. Always looking to improve, and Berman is always improving on his base running. Like, he does that every so often in practice, too. Are we talking about practice? Practice?
Now, that's what's nice about, I'm sure he wouldn't say so because he wants to be out there, but it was kind of nice. I would envision for him having that month not being able to swing the bat because it forced him to basically just work on his base running and improve so much in that aspect.
Believe it or not, broadcasters practice at home, too.
That is true.
What do you like? How do you like to practice?
Just finding old games and calling them. Low pressure, low stakes, just work on some things. It's nice.
You know what's so funny about me, though? Sometimes I like to just sit in my car, drive, and then point out different intersections. Like, hey, I'm closing in on 495 off of 52A. That's, the exit on Braddock Road up in my area. So it's sort of like that, just calling things out as I go. Hey, but you can't go wrong with that, though. But for me, I always think of, hey, if you're looking up old games, you're going to want to look up, like, older games, too, so you can get a good cliff note.
Yeah.
Of it, too. Great look at King Freefield. A guy who has MLB lineage, maternal grandfather Sonny Seaburn of the American League. Able to push one to the warning track in the outfield on a double. He goes down swinging with 3 base runners off of the top distance. It's been a great at bat for him, though. Can't knock him, but they're down by a run.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown me. There's no way to breathe, and my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over.
Bottom of the third, with the Cropdusters down by a run and Thunderbolts up. There's something to keep in mind about this Cropdusters team. Whenever they're down, that willingness to overcome. It's go time for them.
Yeah, you saw it. They found themselves in a 3-0 hole, and over the past 2 frames, they've cut it down to just 1. That's how this team operates. Doesn't have to be, one swing of the bat that changes everything, but gradually just try and inch back into the contest.
Great to see Nolan Ross with his potential 3rd inning of work. Guy has great command, has that fastball and that sinker slider changeup line. A guy who can paint outside. So it's been a great outing for him, I would say. Great pitch downstairs. Just beautiful pitcher. Great work out there on the mound.
Yeah, great response as well in the previous frame. Gave up 3 runs in bottom of the first and responds with no runs in the bottom of the second.
He's the guy who lead things off with a foul ball. And foul balls are generally very helpful for you. You just put some more anxiousness at the pitcher, I would think.
Yeah, and if nothing else, it drives up their pitch count, which, as we know, can, cause even your head coach, not even just your pitching coach, to monitor that and want to pull you early.
It's so funny how Thunderbolts are working in different types of songs in there. You got Proclaimers, you got One Republic. One Republic is doing good with their new song, All I Need Your Love. A little shout out One Republic.
Yeah, I think 2014 One Republic, that album I think was when they peaked in my opinion, but
So you're big into boy bands.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say All the Right Moves. That album was cool too. You got Good Life in that one. You got what? Secrets. They're a sneaky good band. I'm coming from Virginia. We got some good ones. Even Maryland too. OAR of Revolution.
Yeah.
They're good too. So would you say One Republic's your favorite act?
Definitely not my favorite, but I think fourth grade. Fourth grade. They're definitely one of my favorites. If we go back all the way to what was that, 2014?
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Oh, I thought it was 3 years ago.
It's funny because I looked at our roster and I'm going through all the guys and I'm just seeing 05, 06, 07. I'm like, are you kidding me? I think 2 guys on this team. I think Dylan Melton and one other guy are older than me. Everybody else, I'm older than them. And it's crazy. It's like it just goes to show how fast you grow up.
I beat a lot of the interns and as well as the players.
You're catching up to leader soon, right? You guys are a few years apart, right?
I see some grades, but okay. Even some of the assistants, Richie, Leach, and Kirk, they're all younger than me too. Just by a couple years. So. I was thinking like what? 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah.
Do I even age myself? All right, I'll say 16 years ago I was in 4th grade. You had to.
Oh, man.
AJ Rosenthal was coming up. When I was in elementary school, Rosenthal was a player in the Ripken League.
That's right, yeah.
Got to play with Max Knowles, who used to be in the record books as the most strikeouts in a summer. But he's still in the record books with multiple innings pitched.
Wow, good for him.
I think he sits at like, what, 72 innings of work. With 35 games played, too. Well, that's a lot of work. Just imagine going that amount. Like, you got to have, like, ice running through your veins.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Playing peanut butter jelly. Can you do the dance?
I think 4th grade or 5th grade me maybe could have, but not 21-year-old me.
Not even doing the Dougie? You didn't do the Dougie in 4th grade?
If I had to. If the pressure was on.
Cat Daddy, Dougie. Even, what? The Ooh Kill 'em dance? That was cool. That was alright.
He had the wobble as well.
Oh, don't do it. Oh, why you break that? Dog. Now visit's over. But hey, we talked about with those foul balls. You get one behind and you're ahead of the count. Base runners on. Low pitch 1-1. Trying to use that breaking ball to his advantage as Ross. So there he is testing that middle half. Nice pitch, working with that fastball. That's very helpful. tell you that third base coach Eckert, he's a warrior. He almost gloved it and went off his thumb.
We've seen a number of guys make some great snags this summer. I'm impressed.
If only had a glove, I would just go up there. Hey, I want to catch that. Great strikeout ability for Ross shown there. There's that first out, and you got still two base runners on. They haven't really moved much. Like, we don't want to get any outs here. We just want to stay put to see what
How about it?
hitters can help us out here.
42, Cam Baker.
Why not this? Cameron Baker with a line drive, 2-out walk-off shot against the big train. Swings that low. If only he didn't have that walk-off, Big Train wouldn't have gone on their 10-game win streak.
Yeah, that was definitely something, especially considering how they started. You know, a lot of guys missing due to the College World Series and some other things, but yeah, very impressive.
If only they still had 7 pitchers, we would have been better off. Don't even get me started on Nathan Bishop too. Great take from Baker, 2-1 the count. This should be a great pitch for Ross. You got a 2-2 count after a foul ball. Definitely has to be something close side. Said he will just look downstairs. Baker, I think I see a bird. You better watch out. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, that's Nolan Ross pumping through a strike.
I always get a kick out of our PA guy, Kevin Ruth. Anytime there's a pop fly, I always, you know, obviously not yell it over the mic, but I'll yell under his breath, drop it, miss it.
Baker out, Nolan cut me on. You know what we should do? We should just bang on the table and just try to distract the batter. That one just sneaks away from the glove of McNeil on the throwing side. But still 2 outs, you got a 1-0 count. Great work from Ross as well as McNeil. And we'll get 2 outs in this inning. Cutney, I know what you're seeing there. It's a bird again. It's a little birdie that's trying to sneak its way over to your bat. I got some good takes, though. He's not taking my advice. I'm telling him to swing, but he's not doing it.
He heard you.
Oh. You heard me did the opposite. Are you kidding me? Take Take your bat back. It's a foul ball. No. That's a walk after 4 pitches.
Now batting is second baseman number 2, Matthew Kim.
There's Matthew Kim, who has pitched multiple times in that first game, that 25-1 outing against the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, crazy to think that that was, what, 7 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Summer's gone by fast.
When you're having fun, it goes by fast.
It does. Doesn't hurt when you have the second best record in the league as well.
Yeah. Pitch there from Ross. Great angle right from King. He looks at it as it drops. Oh, at the plate. Green action for a 1-2 count and 2 outs. Blair High School fans in attendance trying to go on a guy. And that's playable for Brian Scott. Great out. Straying 2 base runners on. You're back down by 5 runs. Let's see how you respond, Olney.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Mexico guy David Hernandez up. It's going to be a fun one against the Thunderbolts and Cropdusters. Team down by a run. 3 runs, that is. Hernandez, we haven't seen his bunt capacity yet, and he says he wants to improve on that too, so should be a fun one to see. We haven't seen Hawkins bunt, he's on deck. A couple days ago. those two, they're like, we're ready to take on the world.
I mean, they've worked a 3-run lead against one of the best teams in the league, so why not?
I love how he has a white helmet. It's like, you know, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get something going. Instead of going with that bunny, you're just going to angle that one foul to the right.
It makes it easy to pick him out on base, between the base pads, even, you know, when he's in the on-deck circle. You can't miss the white helmet.
Good take from Hernandez. That was the bit outside. Low pitch count as full for Hernandez. Great work. He's got a walk.
Yeah, that's what you want in your leadoff, man. But now the question is, once again, can the Cropdusters capitalize? 1 for 7 so far today with runners in scoring position. They've had their opportunities, just haven't been able to put that exclamation point on it.
If you were out there and you had a walk, would you sprint or would you just take your sweet time?
Got to take my time. It's a hard-earned walk. I'm in no rush to get to first base. Come on.
There's some teams where I see playing baseball and they're like, we're going to sprint out there. So I don't know what that's all. Watch out, folks. A foul ball will wave Sakai Hawkins. Thinking he needs more grip on the bat. He's going to put some rosin on. It's sort of like how you work on your violin. You rosin it up, see how you can get that bow constrictor going. There's that maleficent from behind. There's three guys, though, you know, hey, that help out with the pitching staff. Martino, Wendell, they played for Hunter, as well as our guy Dorian Smith. He got to play for Brock Hunter.
That's right, yeah.
There's doubleheader action going on in D.C. Senators up 5-2 against the Grays. Yeah, Senators against the Grays. Oh, D.C. Grays, oh, excuse me. I was looking at it on my phone. It was, Grays up top on the Senators. And that's very helpful, too, even though you're up by 3 games. Cropdusters on top of the standings.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if you're these bottom-tier teams, the Grays, Thunderbolts, I mean, a chance to kind of play spoiler here in this final week and kind of shake up the postseason standings. And so far, I mean, the Grays and Thunderbolts have answered the call.
It's a shame that Tribble is gone for them. He only played in 3 at-bats against the Braves, had a double, and this is a guy who was contributed very well into long playoff outings for the Senators last 2 summers. Beat up on the Aces one year, and you make it to the championship series, and then you give a scare to the big train the next year. So it's been sad to see that. And it's sad that Groen didn't show up for that team too. He's a great guy too, I might add. Hit by a pitch and Hawkins is able to walk.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, you got to capitalize here. This is the second straight time you've put 2 runners on base with no outs. You got to at least bring across 2 runs here.
Signals, Hunter signals the day. That's over him, so we'll step aside and see how things shake up for the T-Bolts.
Echoes of your words crashing into me.
that new pitcher on there for the Thunderbolts, it don't matter because we got a game to play and Cropdusters feeling themselves here.
Yeah, and Tofan walking into a dangerous situation if you're a relief pitcher, especially for a guy who's had the season he's had. I mean, a 12.19 ERA, a 2.32 WHIP, does have 12 strikeouts in just over 10 innings, so that's a plus. But yeah, definitely a guy who's had his struggles so far this season.
Hey, he's going to struggle mightily here. You got a Cropdusters team that, hey, Walter, you talked about that home run yesterday. This is going to be, hey, we got something going on here. We're going to try to get something. I feel it in my corners. You got two base runners on. He pulls it to the side. Great piece of hitting there, but it just goes foul.
Yeah, that's what you want, that pull side line drive, just unfortunately a bit too far to the right.
With that foul ball and that out, or so strike that is, you're already down here, so see what you can do, Kate. Very great bat you got. Fan on the mound in relief. Pumping one outside. Look at it. Great to work yourself back into the count. That should do its damage. Great base hitting for Kate Walter. 3 base runners on. I'm telling you, with these Cropdusters, any pitcher that they see from the Thunderbolts, hey, should feel good about it. This is a team they usually beat up here when they're at the Montgomery Clare High School complex. Down in it. Try to fish at the low pitch from Tofan. Lifted just a tad bit. Stayed off of the plate. This one grazing that dirt. Very helpful for you, Max Waring, with no outs. That's the crucial thing about it. You go into the pitching staff, you get a guy into a fan. You got 3 base runners on still, so something's got to give. We got to get another run for the Cropdusters. I love how we're doing things here. We've got 2 base runners in Walter as well as Waring, who's hitting right now. Down 0-2, and now you're working back in the count. This one's yielded inside. see that, Peyton. You got a little nod going on there.
Yeah, I mean, you find yourself down in an 0-2 count, and all of a sudden you're one away from drawing the free pass and bringing home a run. I mean, very commendable.
Oh, late punch out at the plate. Dunking up here. In the fourth
Now
inning.
batting for Cropdusters, the left fielder, number 20.
So surprising that they tacked on 3 runs in the first for the Thunderbolts, too. But an enviable position for the Cropdusters with 3 base runners. Hernandez chugging on through, he slides onto the plate very quick. He got a good taste of his base running, and he does that. That's the 3rd run on the day.
Yeah, great heads-up play there. Ball obviously gets away from Kelleher, but doesn't get too far away from him to the point where he can't make a play. So kind of a 50-50 shot there, and Hernandez wins the battle. Props to him.
Moving up to 3rd, and have a word with Richie is Hawkins. With that red glove on his right, he's ready to steal another. All 3 base runners moved up on that previous foul pitch. And a low breaking ball at the plate. You don't want something in the middle of the zone for Duncan. He's going to tag this one very far in the outfield.
Yeah, he's had an incredible season, was named an All-Star. He's had a multi-homer game against the Grays, so yeah, he's going to make you pay.
The ground ball will score Hawkins, but this one is just off to the side. And they're drawing another run here, 4-5 to score. Great base running from Hawkins, as well as Walters now at the 3rd instead.
Number 5, Sammy Berman.
Quick drive for the Burnhams. They live in Bethesda. Cheering on Berman, you heard her there. And a nice line drive. Oh, sliding through. They do get that 3rd out through. Something you want back, but they do draw 2 more, the Cropdusters do, and they're down by a
2
run.
runs, 1 hit, no
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
key. I'm telling you. Slow, methodical music to have him back. Going up against Henry Lewis, a guy who's been very solid relieving.
Yeah, 15 strikeouts in 15 innings, 1.4 whip. Very respectable numbers for a bullpen arm.
That's the thing with the Cropdusters in terms of how they compare against Thunderbolts. Great recruiting, but then also the ability to tack on a couple of those strikeouts, as you mentioned. The first guy here for the Thunderbolts was kind of serviceable, but then the second guy was kind of shaky trying to find his zone. Lewis can tag the middle half. He does that there. Ricky with an enviable spot. Henry Lewis trying to deal. Made contact with the middle half, and this one inside of space. Henry Lewis, when he came out here, was kind of giddy. He was like, I just can't wait to play this game. It's the lowly T-Bolts. What more can you ask for? Great pitch selection. Nice fastball low. 2-2 the count. We'll send that on over to Berman on the hop. 5 offers and a round out to third. And more of those, and that can go in an article.
Yeah, that's what you want out of your bullpen guy. Put something on the ground. It's exactly what he does.
Goes to show you what these T-Bolts. They're kind of push-offs in a way, you know. You make contact and it just goes into the infield. You can't do that, you know. A lot of these infielders are going to make you pay. Great strike. Lewis made contact with that lower corner. One middle of the zone and a check swing. Okay, Henry, you got this. Don't worry. Low pitch on that 1-2 count. We gotta score to you folks. Just the way he's able to make contact with his zone. It'll have early, that lower corner to get him to move. Just been a very great pitcher. And he tried to angle at it as this third baseman, third hitter. He's out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number
2 outs in a hurry for the Thunderbolts. You'd love to see that if you're thinking Cropdusters are going to come back in this game.
Yeah, in perfect fashion as well. Ground balls and strikeouts are a reliever's best friend.
Pitch yet again in the dirt for the Cropdusters and Lewis. By the looks of this, probably this hitter's gonna look at some ghosts here. You're looking for that fastball from Lewis. Just kind of missed that. But I love that direction with that fastball. It was really nice. Really nice seeing that. up in the air to wearing at the warning track. Great work from Lewis in relief. Cropdusters are ready to get back to hitting here in the top of the fifth.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Cropdusters tacked on 2 runs in the previous inning. They're up to bat after a 3-3 down frame from the Thunderbolts batting in the bottom of the 4th. To fan against Scott.
Yeah, and Cropdusters have been kind of inching their way back into this game right after no runs, and I mean on cue is Brian Scott, but yeah, I mean no runs in the top of the first, and then 1 run apiece in the second and third, and then a 2 spot in the previous frame in the top of the 4th. So definitely could have done a little bit more damage, a few more guys stranded than you would have liked, but yeah, kind of inching their way back into this game.
Just so you understand, Peyton was thinking in his mind, I need a hit after 1 pitch, and he's got it there. What a nice line.
Brian Scott read my mind. Good for him.
And he had a Little League homer in his first game back as well. Bobblehead night for him. It's so fun to see how you got a father who's president of the team, and then your son is a player on that team too. It just goes to show you the dedication from both aspects. Yeah,
and he's the longest tenured Cropduster as well, so it just goes to show, you know, really the bond between the Scott family and the Cropdusters.
It's time for Cody McNeil's turn to see if he can get on a base as well. Had a walk. And a good spot with a 2-0 count. He goes after it. He goes fishing for it. about this opposite side, away from the glove. Two base runners on. They'll move to second and third respectively. Relay over there at the left field side. Unsuccessful, but here comes Kane Freeful nonetheless.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, you've got runners on second and third, no outs. Now you're just up, now you're just down by a run. You got to at least take the lead here if you're the Cropdusters.
There goes Gosden over to second. We talked about it though with McNeil, a guy who can get his barrel and go nice, kind of nice contact with too. 4 singles in that Thunderbolts game on Wednesday.
And he's having another great game this evening. A guy who's taking full advantage of Springmeyer leaving the team, and he's stepped in, filling his spot admirably.
Shout out Landon Springmeyer. This one floats in the infield dirt. Great contact from Freeful, and he goes into the shortstop's glove. And David Hernandez, who bats right on the seam, is up to bat now. The guy in this last at bat made Tofan really think about how do I get this guy to get an out here. Here he is against Tofan. Is Hernandez with 2 base runners at third and second. Let's do a nice breaking ball, and Keller trying to get back into the groove with him. Probably a pitch that they want to go over.
Yeah, definitely an unideal situation if you're the Thunderbolts. Runners on second and third. I know the Cropdusters haven't capitalized in all aspects today, but yeah, definitely a situation you want to try and get yourself out of.
Angled away. Here comes Brian with some nice strides. And now the game is tied. That's a beautiful base running there from both him and Gosden, who's at third now.
Yeah, it's important that Scott comes across to score, but even more important now that Gosden moves up to third, because now the go-ahead run just 90 feet away for the Cropdusters, still only 1 out.
I'm telling you, I think we're going to have to check another a box in that column. Hey, great base running. Hey, you got it in spades from the Cropdusters. And Hernandez will move up to first. Saw a wild pitch on that last one. Now he's able to draw a walk on a pitch downstairs on Tofan. Here's Hawkins. Top of the order with him.
Now batting second baseman, number 23, Zakai Hawkins.
In that third, really hasn't moved up much. Lift this up in the air. Foul for Keller and into the dugout. If only I wasn't underneath this stance, I would have fetched that out. I had like 3 Rip the League baseballs from last year. That was pretty fun.
You frame them?
Well, the one that I was able to throw a first pitch.
Nice.
That was pretty nice. I have a couple of signatures. I didn't frame it. This one is up the left field gap. Wow. Left side gap. And that will score Gosden 6-5 to score. And back to that one baseball. I usually do like throw it around once in a while, but not frame. Not for Hawkins too.
Some more good news for the Cropdusters. I know they just took the lead for the first time tonight, and Grays and Senators has gone final 5-4 in favor of DC. So some big-time help from their neighbors to the south.
that's a doubleheader, too.
It is.
Yeah.
Senators had runners on second and third with 2 outs, down by a run. Couldn't do anything with it.
Well, shameful for Middleton, too, but
He's a great
still
guy, yeah.
He's got a lot of great things to say about him. There's Walter with some contact early in this at-bat. One out for this Cropdusters team as they finally tacked on the go-ahead run. Skies it from third. Hawkins scored him on the line drive up the left side of the field. Fourth time the Cropdusters have been here at Montgomery Blair High School. All of them resulted in blowouts, but even with that, right, we talked about it on Wednesday. That swing and a miss that type of Walters, he's out to bring on Waring. It's something to keep in mind, okay? At our place, they play us very tough, but over here, they just squander and then they just lie down.
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking about that before this game. I mean, anytime they come to First Responder Field, it's definitely one of those gritty wins Cropdusters have to earn. But when they come on the road here, it's pretty much been smooth sailing.
Max Waring trying to get back into this one. Great drive through that two. Had a 2-run shot against the Senators multiple Saturdays ago, and now here he is right here in this enviable spot. Hernandez trying to move up and sent to the left side. Oh my God, they hit my car. Ah!
One of my favorite PA sounds. Definitely up there.
You know what's so funny though? I was thinking about it with the Big Train game. We saw that where some person got their car hit. I was like, whoa, we just saw that. Nobody's doing anything about it.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad of a dent as I would have imagined, but yeah, you could definitely hear it from where we were.
They're trying to enjoy their Shabbat dinner. I was like, okay, never mind then. Leads off the bat of Waring, and another foul ball for him. Still an 0-2 count. I'm glad nobody got hit there. And no cards were hit as well. They'll move up. It looks like a balk on Tofan. You don't see that too often, but Waring with a 1-2 count. Excuse me, 0-2. But it will definitely move 2 base runners in Hernandez and Hawkins. 2 outs, 0-2. And he swung at it too. But great work from Max Waring though. The 2 base runners left off for the Cropdusters. You're up by 1.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over.
Don't mind us here. It's Henry Lewis just throwing some strikes. What more can you ask for? Against Perel, who hasn't had much in the Wednesday game.
Yeah, Lewis had himself a dominant bottom of the fourth. Excited to see what he's got on tap here in the bottom of the fifth.
Another top frame with a Cropdusters tack on 2 more runs there by a run here. With Perel looking that one. Upstairs. Counts 3 balls, 1 strike. Lewis trying to work that fastball. He does just underneath the legs. Central Alabama guy. Great look at him. And is that first leadoff walk in the free pass.
Now batting, the catcher, number 27, Mason Kelleher.
Now it's the Frostburg State hitter and Keller up now. You hear the peanut butter jelly song? Now he wants to do the dance at the plate.
Interesting choice for a walk-up song, for sure.
He's trying to do his best Ricky Jean-Francois. Shout out to Washington Commanders fans and 49ers fans at home. Well, with that free pass off of 5 offerings. And this one is sent over to Hawkins with a look to, whoa, what a beautiful play to get the out on the guy who walked to first, who's moving to second. Prell out and a man on. That spin has got to be a highlight, I would say.
Yeah, the second he caught that, I thought, I'm like, he's going to go to first, and then about halfway through, I'm like, he's definitely going to go to second, isn't he? And then just that, the reverse, the twist, and the throwback to second. Impressive.
As they say, an outs and out. Safe there as they look for that out at second. Great inning for Henry Lewis in the fourth. Here in the bottom of the fifth, trying to hit a little bit higher up in the zone because he goes low. That one disconnect lower half. A little bit more inside. That helps out any pitcher, I might add. Lewis beneficiary on that one. There's the local pitch. And does not move up from first to second. Catcher Mason Keller over there. It took 3 offerings to get on a base. Grounded over to Hawkins, who had a spectacular play as he tracked at it and then threw it over to second to get the out. Aiden Burrell, after 5 pitches, he was able to walk. We had a gentleman from last year named Walker Zapella on this team, infielder. His walk-up song, how apropos for this. Walk it out, walk it out. Oh, that was pretty nice. I like that walk-up. I think my favorite walk-up, though, for any player I've seen in the Rookie League has to be that T.I. song. How does it go? The Way I Are. That's what it is with Terry Hilson. That one up to Brian Scott, and they get the out.
The third baseman, number 14.
The Cropdusters, they got 2 runs so far in the season.
Yeah, walk-up songs are they're interesting for sure. I remember Go back to our PA guy, Kevin Ruth, once again. He's like, I hope guys have more energetic walk-up songs this year. I don't want any more Frank Sinatra. It's going to put me to sleep.
Your favorite so far this summer?
Ooh, that's tough.
Can't go wrong with Mr. Fire.
Fuego's definitely up there. That's a good one.
That one's my favorite from this year. But the way AR has got to be all-time favorite. And then I told you my walk-up song if I ever played. Strawberry shortcake.
Oh man, that's
That would get me juiced.
that's a walk-up song for sure. A memorable one at that.
What would be yours again? We've talked about this.
I'm torn between two. It would either be Lights Come On by Jason Aldean or When the Curtain Falls by Greta Van Fleet. One of those two.
I remember the Aldean part. Great fastball inside of the zone. Let's say if you're the Thunderbolts hitter right now, I think you just call it quits. You got 2 outs here and a man on at first. I don't think anything is coming out of this. Great pitch. Just a bit low that time. Late stages of this game. Henry Lewis. Oh, inside pitch that time. And it does hit him. This is where they get that out.
The second base, number 2, Matthew Jim.
He's got that great strikeout ability. Henry Lewis trying to get himself out of this inning. Ball. Great look at it. Lewis pumping through one right near the upper body of the bat. Great frame from McNeil. Hey, now you building onto something here. You can count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Great pitch once more. Going low to fish at it was Kim. And now the Cropdusters draw another no inning. They're up by 1 run.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over.
here in the top of the sixth in Silver Spring, Maryland. Who better to start off the at-bat with Andrew Duncan?
Yeah, excited to see if the Cropdusters can keep up their offensive ways. I mean, you have 1 run apiece in the second and the third, 2 runs apiece in the fourth and the fifth. So, the offense has kind of been building, and it reached its peak, at least so far, in the previous 2 frames. Excited to see what happens down the stretch.
It's just been fun to see this. It's just the way Duncan really maneuvers at different pitches. Just a healthy swing off the plate. This Potomac native is Duncan. And a guy who has got a good presence at the plate. Enough guy looks this one right near the legs. This is something you don't want to do. You don't want him to generate all the balls. Off the left side of the shortstop. I think he's got it. Oh! Bang, bang. It looks like they signal out on Duncan. I say video replay review. He had his foot on it. No doubt about that.
Yeah, nonetheless, though, a great snag from Camacho. Guy we've seen primarily at the hot corner this season, but slots into the shortstop position today and makes a great play.
Not a very helpful pitch for Keller. Look at it. 2-1 the count. Great swing at it up the middle. A nice ground ball. Forward pitch. 1 out single up the middle. Ryan Scott drew blood in the earlier inning. He's up there one more time up to the bat with a man
How
on.
about in center field number 3, Brian Scott?
Easy one to remember. Brian Scott. Easy one.
When I got to fill in for our PA announcer on Wednesday, definitely made it easy on me.
Hey, you remember he was with us in the broadcast booth, right?
That's right, he was.
I don't want to hear. Oh. Is that Brian? Is that you talking? Yes, it is. I'm saying, no. We don't want you talking. We want you to talk more. Oh, okay. We'll let him talk more. I understand. Yeah, that's right. Why you? He's like, he's with us and he's
The Brian Scott bobblehead travels well, I'll tell you that.
It's good that he didn't have his bat with him. Will Brian Scott keeps it away from the plate, low pitch again. Just bad command from Tofan, don't you agree?
Mm-hmm. Definitely something to tighten up.
Is there with a nice fastball outside of the zone. Here's count for Brian Scott. Very helpful, I might add. He looks in the 5th offer. Quick swing of the equipment over to Colin ball boy. And now there's a quick mound visit from Keller as well as the infielders for the Thunderbolts. And hey, you're down by a run, you got 2 base runners on.
Yeah, and I mean, you're still within striking distance. You led for pretty much the entire game up until the previous frame, and you're only down by a run. So you're still in this, but we've seen how potent the Cropdusters offense can be, how they can kind of, manufacture hits and runs really at will sometimes. So, yeah, definitely a very crucial frame right here for the Thunderbolts.
But it goes to show you the confidence that this coaching staff has. There's no mound visit from their side.
Yeah, and they keep him in the game as well.
Head to the concession card to receive her prize.
With that walk for Brian Scott on 5 pitches. Here's Owen McNeil. Ready to go with this look at Tofan.
And batting for the Cropdusters, the catcher number 25, Owen McNeil.
Over to second. Very close, but a man is still aboard at second. Great look at Berman, who's got some bit of laundry to do later tonight.
Yeah, that black jersey all of a sudden is pretty brown.
Neal took it inside. That's something you don't see, a little bit of animation from his face. He smiled at the umpire and shook his head. It was like, yeah, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. On the side of the plate, Central Alabama guy trying to get something going here. 1 out and 2 base runners on. He's got a 1-1 count. You'll look this one there now. Another pitch. This one missing that time. Another high pitch from Tofan. And you wonder, he's not making the zone. You wonder if his day's nearing the end. He's not making much command.
Yeah, especially with McNeil driving up that pitch count, consecutive foul balls.
Oh, and that one was just not going to even make the zone at all. Cutter's already looking towards his bullpen. They got a man going up there. With that, and guys are moving the first 3 base runners on. That's very helpful for you, the Cropdusters, again, with the bases loaded.
Yeah, and with 1 out, so you definitely have some leeway here. Great chance for the Cropdusters to extend upon that advantage.
How about this Katrin Ahern up there now? Mountain Hawk doing some damage, picking on the bones. if mountain hawks are carnivores. He's a very muscular guy, this particular mountain hawk, so I would assume he's a carnivore. No, we're not talking about the hawk. We're actually talking about Aaron himself. What a great guy, though. Woodbine guy. With a look in the inside of the zone. Hurry. 0-2 count. 1 out. 3 base runners on. Okay, a good take, though. Good take there for Aaron. Try to meet it halfway. He's down on 4 offers to bring up Hernandez. Hawkins on deck. Keeping the bottom of the 9 spot here up. Garmin has a good look at this battle soon with Tofan as well as the current batter Hernandez. Keller, New Mexico guy. Trying to get on base and try to score the 7th run of the day. He'll do that here with a line drive. Berman's on the hop, already up to the plate. Great base runner from him. Let's see how Hawkins fares.
Yeah, that's exactly
Okay,
what.
Berm. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Cropdusters needed right there. I mean, you can't afford to leave the bases loaded, and then the inning, Hernandez comes through and in a big way.
Yeah. Now everybody is going to spring on up out of the dugout for Thunderbolts. So if fan day is over, we'll step aside.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over.
Driving another run in this inning to chase out Tofan. Here's Hawkins up now against Hartrick from the University of Chicago.
Yeah, rough position for him because, yeah, it has to go against the top of the Cropdusters order and Hawkins, and than Walter, so it doesn't get easy for him.
It's helpful, though, that you're up by 2 runs. Take a look at this. Top of the 4th, Giants up 3-2 against the Bethesda Big Train of all teams, as the Cropdusters are down a game against them. And then the Aces, the team we play tomorrow, they're up by 4 against the Braves. A little Virginia on Virginia action over there. And obviously the Thunderbolts, the Cropdusters, you got that game in the favor of us by 2 runs. On top of the 1st, the Senators and Grays are under action there. And you know what's so funny, right? I actually bumped into one of the interns from the Big Train at a gas station coming away from Olney, right? Just back behind, and here comes Scott to score another one. Attaboy, B. Scott! Got to get my licks in when they're near close to the netting. Oh, but back to my story, though, right? He was just telling me, you know, I don't know how it was the last 2 years, but this year's been a beatable team. And, you know, even Colangelo has told me, too, that, you know, this is not the best team that he's had.
Yeah, and that's really saying something. I mean, if an intern says it and the head coach of over 20 years says it, I mean, that shows you that has to have some truth in there somewhere.
Just better not get back to Colangelo, right? Well, Hawkins out, though, so with Hartrick up, he's able to pump through the second batter he's faced and will step aside. The Cropdusters up by 2 runs.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Another 2-run inning for the Cropdusters as we head to the bottom of the inning. This is the 6th inning. Still up on the mound is Henry Lewis dealing. And he has got something going on here. They're up by 2 runs. Strike shoved inside of the zone.
Yeah, and it just feels like, you know, Cropdusters, at some point, you know, they're all fantastic give, but that just hasn't been the case so far, despite putting up no runs in the top of the 1st. I mean, just 1-1, 2-2-2. Just consistent offense, continuing to build. It's been a great thing to see.
Just to continue on putting pressure on a different team. Broken bat, and that will spring up a new one for the leadoff guy. Pitch from Henry Lewis. contested lower half just bottoms out on the previous one. Here's the deal. It's Ahern as well as Wearing chasing after a foul ball to the side. Batting in that ace spot for Cleveland is at first now. Animated. Thought he had that one in the middle of the zone, just missed. Now he's working with that fastball again. This one a bit high.
Now batting, the right fielder,
And
number
forward
35,
leadoff guy.
Olney. Correction. Now batting at first baseman, number 15, Connor Bricky.
Rate stands for Fricky, not really near the plate as much as the previous batter. Great for he'll spring up and try to fetch that out of the foul territory. Now working that slider is Mr. Henry Lewis. In a hurry, Rosenthal on a quick word.
Yeah, and if he uses it,
Very great as of late. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
yeah, and I think if he uses a mound visit here, it's well warranted. You're up by 3 runs, but you have a runner on first. You're down in the count 2-0, so definitely a situation you want to try and find your way out of. So if you have to go to the bullpen here, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world.
Still kind of freaky over there at the plate. With those low pitches, you just think, hey, maybe that number of pitches is coming up, creeping up a bit on him.
Yeah, you can already see some action in the Cropdusters bullpen, so I think the plan here, at least if, I'm the Cropdusters coaching staff, have them finish out this frame and then move on.
Yep, Carson Kelm over there. It's so funny, right? I usually have binoculars for this game, as this one is lifted into the air to right field. Great work for Max Waring to get the out on Fricky to Strand. For right now, with 1 out, a man at first. But it's interesting, I'm talking about my binoculars, and you probably saw this before. I'm just giving you a caveat. My binoculars, I've had them for only 2 years, right? And all of a sudden, I open it up in July, but what do you know? The left side, it's already riding up, and it's like broken or something.
I forget who it was in the booth, but they tried to use them, and they're like, hey, your binoculars are broken.
Well, they're Walmart, and it was $25 to buy it, so you pay for what you get.
That's not too bad of a value deal. That's pretty good.
I think I might need to go and get like a $300 one. just for the hell of it. But it's definitely something I tell a lot of people you gotta invest, just in general, if you need it for bird watching or even announcing it from like a far booth is like Olney. It's kind of a little bit further out from the plate.
Yeah, I'll never forget announcing high school football, being all the way up. I mean, trying to tell, also doing broadcasting as well. They're just trying to decipher in on who made the tackle. I mean, those binoculars. I mean, they were huge. You couldn't pick out who that was all the way up at the top.
It'll be great though if we got ones that were like you don't have to really adjust them. It just sets by itself. That'd be cool.
That would be a nice little invention for sure.
Enough about binoculars. Henry Lewis dealing. He's got a 2-1 count. Base runner moved up to second base. Pitch yet again. Counts for working there in the bullpen of the road team. Wearing their All Blacks. Yellow trim. What I noticed about the North teams in particular, a lot of them have the Ripken League logo on it. It's a nice touch.
That's something I've noticed as well, and it's really nice.
It's sort of like the Braves, the Aces. They don't care about the Ripken League. They only care about their bottom line.
Yeah.
Man, come on now. You got to represent your DMV guys. Represent the roots. And even with them in particular, Cropdusters, they even got the OBGC logo too. That's a neat touch as well.
Exactly. I think it kind of shows that it's bigger than baseball, right? Because OBGC home to so many camps and programs. It's awesome.
This one's set aside over near the scoreboard. It doesn't hit a fire truck. We're on fire truck alert here. If it hits anything, I think they'll spray it again. What Coach Adam Leader says. You see that? Now you gonna get. Shout out Adam Leader, watching his daughter Katie Leader at a lacrosse tournament. I hope everything went well with them. To the count, another low pitch from Carson Count. Base runner at second. One out on Fricky as he flew out to right field in glove of Warren. Over to first base, and it gets away from the sprawling Ahern, and the 6th run for these Thunderbolts comes across. Very fitting as they've gone 3 innings without a run since the 3rd, and this is the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, they were definitely due, especially considering how they started. But once again, still a hole that they find themselves in, down by 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 5, Sam Camacho Jr.
Camacho, the shortstop. This infielder has been very deadly out there on defense. Looking to get one on against Lewis. Nice pitch, lower half, taken there. We allow a walk, and then that RBI and a knock. Henry Lewis trying to deal, and he does there. Trying to add a little bit more. Lifted up in the air towards Scott's way, and it drops down. He's going to have to just throw it on over to Hernandez. 2 base runners on in a hurry off the 2 hits. Coach Mike Evans, bench coach. He will signal the count. Hey, it's your time now. But Lewis has been very good in particular, though.
Yeah, just ran into a little bit of trouble here, but that's something that every bullpen arm is going to find themselves in. So, yeah, definitely not something to beat yourself up about.
Lewis's days
crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words, echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking over.
Days over for Henry Lewis has been very, very helpful for this Cropdusters team. Step in Carson Kelm like we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, he's had back-to-back strong outings. They've been one-inning outings at that, but he's only allowed one hit across the two, and most importantly, hasn't allowed a run in either. So definitely a positive sign, hopefully, of things to come.
Here he is in action here. We're on a fire truck alert. There's a truck that just left. I thought they were going to come and hose the center field.
Don't give the Thunderbolts fans nightmares now.
Yeah. Nice breaking ball there from Lewis with 2 pitches in. He drew a strike and now a ball. This one sent over to Hernandez on a line drive in the infield. That crucial second out is up. Great offers and an out. This inning, the Thunderbolts were able to get an RBI and a knock towards first base side. They haven't had a run since the third. It's all been Cropdusters from here on then. Scattered 6 runs in 3 innings, 2 apiece. Nice fastball, lower half against him now. It is Kelm with his left hand free, doing the damage. Nobody will move up. I think it's the Thunderbolts getting a little antsy. They thought the fire truck will spray them down, and now they're not trying to steal.
I'm telling you, it's that PTSD.
Yeah.
from last summer.
Also the PTSD of running through the Cropdusters in the playoff series. To the side. On a strike going along with the ball after an 0-1 count. It is now a 1-2 count. Two base runners at first and at third. Sent over to Ahern off the side of the glove. It's Hawkins. He thought about going over to the pitcher Calmo, making his way to first. Another base runner scores from third with ease. They cut the lead by 1 run. 2 runs in the top of the inning. The Cropdusters now 2 runs in this inning. Kept the lead by 1 to the team in white. Base runner on at second and at first. Infield knock and an RBI. With a good look at the base runner at second with Hawkins leading third. We got ourselves a game.
Yeah, it's been a ton of back and forth action, and it's really differed from what these two teams have done against each other all season. It's kind of been a one-sided affair, but yeah, today a hotly contested battle.
Pitch there from Carson Cal. Go again. They're about to spray the field again. Another fire truck goes. Yeah, they cause themselves. They press charges. You wouldn't do that. Off to the side. You chase after a breaking ball. So you have a 2-2 count with 2 outs and 2 base runners on for the Thunderbolts. Kelm, fastball time. Over to Hawkins at second, who's usually at short. But they were able to get that ground out over on the right side of the infield. They made it fun though, the Thunderbolts. They're down by 1.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Cropdusters' chance to get on an insurance run. Walter starts things up with Wade Hartrick, who struck out the side after one batter he's faced. In relief of Topin.
Yeah, and a tall task for him trying to stop a Cropdusters offense that has put up runs in every single inning outside of the first. So they've been on fire. He's tasked with trying to put an end to that.
They're ahead of the count early. The University of Chicago guy trying to deal. There were equipment issues there for Keller as time is called. That looks like we're going to go. Probably his glove wasn't on him. Not right near your face paint, but it's a foul ball.
See, I'll never forget when we came here for the first time and propped that tripod right in front of the netting, and I think it was Donis Rodriguez hit a foul ball right behind us, and you just saw that camera go whoosh.
Trying to meet a low is Cade Walter. Down on the count, 1 ball to 2 strikes. But I like where our camera's positioned now. We got it duct taped on the side of the bleachers. Over to the left side on a line drive, or no, excuse me, to third base. I was kind of rattled there because you got the catcher pointing over to first. So I thought it was over there. You know, it happens. We're at an OBGC park where I have television. I'm like right near their knees. But an out though, nonetheless. Swearing struck out to end an inning ago. He's back in the 5th. This is the top of the 7th that he's up. And Walter rounded to 3rd. Takes a massive swipe over to the left side and foul. Oh, it hit a fire truck. Wait, they're going to spray us.
With how many fire trucks have gone out in the past 20 minutes, I'm not sure if there's any left. I think they've all left the station.
I don't think these jokes are getting old. What do you think?
To Thunderbolts fans, maybe.
I don't think any Thunderbolts fans watch this. Shout out Cropduster Nation. This team, they're all business. Me, I'm just having some fun. I'm with Peyton. One more game. He's like, you're like, oh, I don't know. You all over the place. I'll be like, probably.
Hey, nothing's better than a Cropdusters baseball game. Come on now.
Yep. Especially after the Spain win. Cropdusters got to get a win to match their intensity. And with a wave and a miss. Again, down on a strikeout. 2 outs after ground ball for Walter. Here comes Andrew Duncan. Pitch inside for Hartrick. Nice fastball, I might add, too. Move it left side of Keller. Taking inside a little bit higher right near the shoulder. Third offering hit him. Clear as day. And I think he's a sponge. I don't even think he feels any pain over there.
I mean, he seems to be moving pretty well, so.
Duncan aboard at first, talking with Coach Tyler Leach.
Now batting the third baseman, number
Blue
5,
pen.
Sammy Berman.
Baseball. the first ever Cropdusters seen back in 2022, alongside our favorite Cam Hyder. As well as Brian Scott and Jimmy Kirk. Why not? That's what you take in there for Berman. Framing his count. It's a 1-1 count. One strike to go along with ball one on the outside. It's inner half and low on Berman. University of Chicago against the Maryland Terrapin here. Battle. Fights it off behind. This one sent over to the bullpen of the T-Bolts to the right side. Officers, man at first, and Duncan with 2 outs, and Berman up. Down on 4 offerings, 1-2 the count. Martrick dealing the 5th. Send aside again. Think of it in the positive way. Berman giving fits to Hartrick.
Yeah, and that's what, I think isn't really talked about enough as a hitter is what you can do by, fouling off consecutive pitches like that, driving up that pitch count. It makes things difficult for a relief pitcher.
Popped out in the shortstop, Macho's glove. And it is Thunderbolts down by 1 in the late stages of the game. We're in the 7th.
Stands, Olney's 8. Celebrate.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Thunderbolts up by 1 run. Helm up there now. Does this one go up in the air to right field? And he drops down right near the line and wearing their sufficient without territory. Over the third, heading for more bases. Right now, crowd loading here. Eckford with a quick chest bump with a base runner.
Yeah, definitely not the way you want to start off the inning for the Cropdusters. Playable ball for Waring, but unfortunately he can't make his way over to it in time. Gets away from him, ultimately all the way back into the right corner it goes. And the game-tying run just 90 feet away.
Possibly driven in by Kim, a guy from the Northern Virginia area. Baseball at Marymount. This is a little bit low of him against Kim. Pitch outside. The count. Breaking ball missing on Kim. Man on. Triple and no outs. Over to left center. Scott is over there to tag it. And the man will move up to home. Tied contest. But you got it out though.
Yeah, it's definitely, a way you can look at it positively, but also a way you can look at it negatively. Yes, you get the out, but you allow the game-tying run to score. Not ideal.
Been scattered through 2 innings for this team in white and the Thunderbolts. Nice pitch to settle them on through his elbow over there. Of Henry Lewis. Got him to go low with it. Nice breaking ball that time from Kell. Again, 0-2. Tagged off the mound, and it's over to Hernandez on the hop. He's got to throw it. There's the board, though. Here comes Fricky with a man at the board once more, 1 out.
That's a hard play right there for Hernandez, having to catch that one at an awkward angle off the hop and then trying to gather it and send it to first in time. You can't really fault him for that.
It's all knotted up at 8 runs apiece. Runs for the Thunderbolts since the middle of the 6th. Triple and then a sac fly to score in the game time. Run from third. Ricky, the first baseman, trying to get to base. He's got Kelm to deal with for the time being. His pitch taken outside of the zone. Baseball right through the zone and just missed it. the opposite side and dropped down in front of Duncan left field.
Now that
It's
is
in this
the
inning.
right fielder, number 35, Marco Polizzi.
Runners at second. Run at first. Here's Polizzi trying to move him up. Swap the side. Taken down low. No movement for the Cropdusters bullpen. Kilm has been very, very helpful. We got 2 base runners on, 1 out in the 7th inning.
Yeah, if you're Kelm here, you just want to put one on the ground and try and turn 2. That's the one good part about having runners on first and second with 1 out. You turn 2 at all 3 bases, so a great opportunity for Kelm still to get out of the jam.
They said he will send that one on a breaking ball. Nice pitch. Get him to swing. Easy with a 2-1 count. Nothing on the ground yet. Four times the Cropdusters have been here at Montgomery High School. This has been the most competitive one through the early stages. 3 runs tacked on in the first. Cropdusters had to fight back. 8 runs put from the 2nd all the way to the 6th inning. Thunderbolts back up yet again. Even count at the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, and he will go fishing to the opposite side of the zone. Outside of it, that will bring up Sam Camacho, who has been very, very serviceable so far.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 5, Sam Camacho Jr.
Runners on still and 2 outs here. Pitch went through for Camacho. Hawkins, as well as Hernandez, Chief, a little bit closer to the grass. Opposite side, this one towards the inner half. It will be pumped through that time for Kel. Count 1 ball to 1 strike. That will be sent over to Hernandez and over to first. This one does come through. You talked about it, Peyton. Get it onto the ground, and that was very helpful, I would say. It is the Cropdusters on T-ball. It's all knotted up.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls that will keep you down. I
top of the 8th inning here in Spring, Maryland. Thunderbolts climb back in this game. They were down by 3 runs, 8-5. And here they are now in an enviable spot.
Yeah, and a new man on the mound for them, Vincent Anzadai. 5 innings so far this season, a 5.40 ERA and an even 5 Ks, and comes in a big spot. The Cropdusters knocking on the door of retaking the lead.
Now batting for the Cropdusters, the center fielder, number 3, Brian Scott.
Scott will get things going against him. Harchick has been very helpful for this team as they climb back into this game. Scott's been very, very good out there in center field. On a flat early. It's time to shine and lead things off here in the 8th inning. Teams knotted up at 8 runs apiece. Look for that one upstairs. Strike, swing, strike. And again, he goes after it. Scott's a guy who is thinking, send this into the outfield, try to get yourself on. Doesn't help him out those last 2 times, but you know he still has that contact ability. He can get himself on it. Even count for him 2 balls and 2 strikes. This time he will look it upstairs. He try to stretch it as this reliever for the Thunderbolts. Full count. Early opportunity for Scott. This has got to be a statement case for him. Oh, a late punch out. He does not like that. He says, you got to be kidding me. He's going back to the dugout.
Now batting for catcher, number 25, Olney.
We've seen that a lot. Late punch outs after early offers, and 6 offers, and it's just been the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, and thankfully Scott just threw his bat there. I mean, a number of guys are halfway on their way to first base when they have to retreat.
Owen McNeil looking now one to the side. This is a guy who's been a very, very great hitter for this team. Nice little look at it. Lollipop towards that opposite side in that corner. Eighth inning action here with the Cropdusters and Thunderbolts tied up. Ahern on deck waiting for what McNeil has in store for the Thunderbolts. He'll set that one aside. Foul ball. Scott collecting the foul ball off to the side at the warning track. Just beyond Carter Ritchie's right. Left shoulder. Neal chased after it, and the Cropdusters down to their final out in this inning. Richard Ahern for his 3rd at-bat on the day. Off to the inside. High breaking ball. It is Ahern. Deal from Woodbine. batters, 1 ball to 2 strikes. Opening on for the Cropdusters and 2 outs in this inning. Hernandez on deck. Oh, pitch. But favorable, I might add. How about this? A 2-out hit by pitch. Ahern is thinking to himself, hey, you're not much competition, huh? You're not that guy, pal, huh? You're not that guy.
Yeah, time for some 2-out offense for the Cropdusters. They need it in a big way.
Now batting shortstop, number 8, David Hernandez.
Now we turn it to the New Mexico guys. It's Hernandez up there from Keller, and the Las Cruces guy on deck in Hawkins. A bunt almost laid down, and Ahern is retired. Sliding through and over at the first base side is Fricky. And then we go to the bottom of the inning where the game is all tied up. Thunderbolts trendy.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking over.
For Iden.
And here we are in this crucial bottom of the 8th. Count's still on there now.
Yeah, without a doubt, the biggest inning of this game for the Cropdusters because it's a tie game. Thunderbolts go in front here. You've got just 3 outs to play with in the top of the 9th, and then that's it. So a crucial inning. A lot of pressure on Carson Kelm here.
They're through this one low. And now the 1-0 delivered over to the infield grass, and Hernandez makes a sure-handed throw over to first. It's been very beneficial to have Hernandez at short and Hawkins at second. You got a lot of infielders that can really need it.
Yeah, Hawkins has played pretty much shortstop for the entirety of the season, but over the past week with the addition of Hernandez, they've started to move Hawkins over to second, and he's played very well over there, and Hernandez has played very well at shortstop as well.
The way you see Carson Kelm delivering offers, it looks like a home run play and a call made by Roses on the staff. Give him more reps, give him more time out there.
Yeah, because once again, he's the guy on this team who hasn't really hit the collegiate level yet. Still, technically in high school. So, yeah, definitely a great opportunity for him to go up against some collegiate level talent.
This side, first base coach Dean Wendell looked out one over in the sky. It's like, wow, it's kind of like sunlight out here. A little bit closer to the dugout, fouled off to the right. Kelm delivers. 0-2 to the side. Breaking ball just missed that time. Game's all knotted up at 8, and it is a 1-2 count with 1 out. This time opposite side, low and inside that time. And sinker. Now fastball and set down the foul side. Right field line foul. Got it all playable, not squaring out there. Even count with 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Full count. Pitch low. How low can you go? Can you go down low all the way to the floor? And again, lifted foul to the right. And he's making him work.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can control as a batter is, how much you make the pitcher work, and Kelleher doing an admirable job of that right there.
And he got him a swing on that one, and it's 2 outs. Thunderbolts coming up empty so far this inning.
Now batting, the center
It took
fielder,
7 offers to retire a man.
Cam Baker.
Fastball up high, swing and miss that time. Pitch there for Kelm. Upstairs it goes, and it is a 2-1 count. Back up the middle on a line drive, it drops in front of Brian Scott. First base runner on in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. Beautifully placed line drive.
Yeah, but not the worst thing in the world for the Cropdusters. It's a single. You don't want to give up an extra base hit, so even if one's hit to the outfield, very, very doubtful that he scores from first.
Nice potential runner. Run in this game for the Thunderbolts to take the lead is on base. Even Black's got 2 outs on their heads. Pitch taken there. Great pump that time from home. Even count, 1 ball to 1 strike. Sent over to Hernandez, who taps the bag before he can get there. Great work by the middle infielders, Hawkins and Hernandez. And now we're still knotted up at 8. Top of the ninth, a crucial one at that for the Cropdusters.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over.
Here in the top of the 9th inning, a crucial one with Hernandez up. It is their time to shine, going up against the reliever.
Yeah, Brandon Brown, he's only made 2 appearances so far this season, those spanning 3 2/3 of an inning, but 6 walks to just 1 strikeout. So the command needs to tighten up, especially in this high leverage situation.
Brown, another Frostburg State guy in action. And has been a great reliever, I might add, as well. It is Hernandez up now, who was able to get that crucial 3rd out in the previous frame. He goes for the bunt again. Doesn't swing away at it, it's offered, and it is a strike. 0-2 the count. Who brought out Lil John for this action? This is
Yeah, the PA guys deserve some credit. They've got some great sounds up there.
Brown delivers the 0-2. Rainbows upstairs in the zone. Other guy, good way to the Lacusis guy. If he can get on. After this 1-2 from Brown. Right near the head. Down 0-2, David Hernandez. Back ahead of the count. It's a full count for him. Three falls to 2 strikes and Brown delivers up high. It's a walk though after 6 offerings.
Yeah, what a way to battle. I mean, Hernandez down 0-2 in the count, patiently works his way all the way back to a full count, and then ultimately draws the free pass. Incredible way to start this crucial top of the ninth.
Enough guy on. Kai Hawkins will try to get on there as well. He's able to score a run early. Here he is in that field spot, right near the chin. Brown down to the count. Like earlier with Hernandez, who was able to climb back into it with 6 offers, and he's aboard with a leadoff walk. 1-0 from the belt. Taken inside again by Sakai Hawkins. First. It's 3 balls, no strikes, and that same spot goes Brown. Breaking ball right near the inside. 3-1 the count. Here's Braden Brown from Frostburg State. Sends it again down the middle. It's got Hawkins outside the batter's box, thinking to himself, what must I do in this battle? And then again over to first. How about that? That's kind of convenient. Get Hawkins anxious over there at the plate. Another full count for Braden Brown. This one off to the side right near the body. 2 base runners on. Walter coming up. Next Keller. Going up there to have a quick word as well as Brock Connor. They just want to join him.
Yeah, you're in a dangerous position right here because the first 2 runners have reached base. And now you give way to Cade Walter, a guy who draws walks at a better clip than really anybody on this team. So a great chance for the Cropdusters to load the bases with no outs, and that puts the Thunderbolts in a very uncomfortable situation.
As we look back at that scoreboard from the other games, Southern Maryland, after giving up that 1-run win against the Grays, they're up 10-0 against the Grays. And we're talking about it, Giants were up by a run early. They're up 16-3 right now against the Giants. That's pretty interesting.
Wow.
The Aces up 3-6 in that Virginia on Virginia action over there in Alexandria. We'll be over there tomorrow. Short commute for me, but then a 2-hour commute for you. Make that make sense.
See, not quite 2 hours. The one to
You said 2 hours to me.
Lorton, Virginia. Now that's 2 hours. 2:30 for Coach Leader as he's north of me in Ellicott City. But man, thankfully Alexandria is about 90 minutes-ish if traffic is favorable. So yeah, definitely better than trip down to South County High School.
My folks and me, we bought a house in March, and we're literally like steps away from the market, so it's fun just being around there. Not the most happy of experiences, I would say, playing football over there. My first time I dressed for high school football, we lost to South County High School. It was, brings me bad memories. We always beat them, so that makes me a lot more happy. And Ms. Cade Walter, the 1-0 count. Bent over and down to the third base side, and he's fouled. We were ahead in that game like for multiple times, just going back to that football game. Then there was a fumble recovery and a touchdown. And then the next one, we go 4 and out, and then they get like an 80-yard touchdown pass. It's just unbelievable. The crowd was just going nuts for that. Some things you just can't let go. I'm like, I'm full. And they were a top team, too. Anyway. Back to baseball with a 2-1 count for Cade Walter. This one to the side near the left side of Keller. So base runners on with no outs for the Cropdusters. And it's Cade Walter trying to get him to advance a base or even try to score if he can send this to the side. To the right side of the field, that is. That'll have to wait. He is aboard. With that, all 3 base runners are on with no outs. Aiden Brown in now with Max Waring, who did strike out multiple times, but is a guy who can make contact.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a different plate approach right here from him. He's definitely been swinging early and often in these at-bats, at least in this game. But bases loaded, no outs. I think you're definitely going to see a more patient approach from him.
On his end. A few at-bats have been disappointing for him. Off those back. He sends this skyward in foul territory at left center field. It will drop down. Hernandez is going to have a quick run over to the plate. Angling up to catch that from the left field side is Keller, who's not able to get back and tag the base runner at the plate. Cropdusters take a run with them, 9-8 to score.
Yeah, it's not pretty, but if you're the Cropdusters, you'll have to take it. I mean, definitely one of the, I mean, you call it what you want, but yeah, that just a routine pop fly that really nobody on the Thunderbolts can get over to, and it drops. Run comes across the score. Cropdusters go back in front by 1.
There's Brandon Brown trying to keep his composure with 2 base runners in scoring position. And a man at first with Waring. Got it, a knock in the left field side. Score Hernandez. Hawkins at third with a check swing to the side. Here comes Hawkins, testing the plate, and he is safe. Quick word in front of the face of Keller. 10 runs to 8.
And what a gutsy play there from Hawkins. I mean, no real sense of urgency for him to try and take home, but he does it nonetheless. And with his speed, you knew it was going to be a close call. And man, a gutsy play nonetheless from Hawkins.
I told you, these base runners for the Cropdusters, they can play and they can flat out ball. What's controversial about it, it's Cade Walter in that semifinals game. He was trying to angle and go home on a same attempt there, and then they called him out, and then he got ejected too, which was kind of a bang-bang play, but then hey, the umpire was kind of, a little soft that day too. Cade Walters at third. At second is Max Waring. Great look for Andrew Duncan with a 2-0 count. With this one a little bit near his face. Excuse me, one is a 0-2 count. Now it is 1-2. Goes at it early. Four offers is down. It's the second out in this inning. Excuse me, one out. All over the place with this one. The umpire was looking at us. He got like 2-0.
And then the scoreboard out there in left field says another thing. Your head says another. It's a lot of moving parts.
So it is one out, four offers, and out is Duncan. Vernon looks this one out. Well, the fire trucks don't like that. They're gonna spray the inside. Wow. RBI and a knock. Here comes Max Waring to score the 12th run. 2 RBIs and a knock. How about your day, Mr. Sammy Berman? Ground ball to score 2.
Yeah, a very unique ground ball at that because it gets caught up in the grass but makes its way past the infield dirt into the outfield, so first baseman and second baseman don't give chase, but it gets caught up in the outfield grass, and then the right fielder ultimately, after a few seconds, makes his way up to it, but at that point, both runs come across to score. So an awesome placement of the baseball right there from Sammy Berman.
Brian Scott has been a very helpful batter, helpful center fielder in his own right. Get things going against his fellow spring ball teammate, Braden Brown. Swings at it after the 1-0. Runs come through for this Cropdusters team and looking for a spark. Had a run since the 6th. Runner does go, and they will be able to throw it all over there. Not connecting on it. Matt Buchanan from second base was at the bag. It was offline on him. Goes after it is Ryan Scott. Something to keep in mind, a Frostburg State pitcher versus a Frostburg State batter. This is going to be talking fodder for them when they go back to spring ball.
Yeah, that's always fun. I mean, you have so many guys from the same university. I mean, even just on a single team, us in Millersville, Jacksonville, Frostburg, like you said. It's cool to see the guys cross paths. One of the many unique parts of summer ball, I will add.
Something I noticed last year, the guy, UMD batter versus UMD pitcher. So the batter was a base runner at the time, though. And though he decided to pick him off at second, and they had a time to jot each other, and it was a matter of, hey, why'd you do that? And he was like, you're not going to try to base run on me here. So they were able to talk about it and have a little fun time with it. So out is Brian Scott, struck out swinging. Brock Hunter comes in for Braden Brown. Day's over for him as all the coaches in the dugout all come out to congratulate Brown on a great performance, leaving in the ninth. We'll step away as he gave him 4 runs. Here, Cropdusters leading by 4.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down.
this reliever in replace of Braden Brown.
Interesting decision there to take away Brown, because you're already down by 4 runs. Brown seemed to be just getting in a groove, striking out Brian Scott, and then you remove him to put in a guy who has had his own struggles so far this season. 21 walks to 11 strikeouts, 24 earned runs in 11 innings. So, at least in my opinion, a questionable decision.
Got him out there now. Got 2 outs and an even count on Olney to Neal. Warming up at the bullpen for the Cropdusters, Joey Zito. Some action here late. Second is Berman. Swinging at it late and low is Owen McNeil down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Offering coming up to him. In it now. There's a high fastball taken by McNeil, making it even count again. And the 5th offering, he swung at it again. Quick look, a methodical look at the umpire, and I'm glad he's not ejected. We'll step aside. Crucial one with Zito coming up.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking
A crowd pleaser is up on the mound for the Cropdusters. It's what they call nails, with a nice clean shave for him. He's up there to relieve Carson Kelm, and he's ready to deal damage.
That was the first thing I was thinking as well. No facial hair.
I don't like it though.
Me neither. It's kind of his signature touch.
At least someone agrees with me on something. But he's been a great reliever, I might add, for the Cropdusters.
Yeah, 4.50 ERA in 7 appearances, those spanning 8 innings, 9 strikeouts. And, I mean, the nickname speaks for itself, Nails.
Nailed 9 batters. And he's doing it right here with a called strike coming there at the plate for Ken. Try to get it out early on in this inning. has been able to do. It's Kim now here against Zito. He's taking it down low. Zito reliever, guy who loves to angle from the shoulder and deliver. He does that with Kim as he sends this one foul to the right. A little bit closer to the line at left field, but it is foul for Kim. 2-2 the count. Leadoff guy in a struggle here. Back behind and full. Don't worry, it wasn't going to hit us. We're good.
Gets me every time. It's proof that I haven't played baseball in a while.
That's so funny. With the team I was with last year, the booth is very close to the backstop, right? So we heard the thud from the fence. I was like, well, it didn't raise it that much. I'm assuming it's a changeup. And then the track guy with that walk after 6 offers, he said to me, it was 85 miles an hour and it is a changeup. So that I'm thinking was a low fastball. At least no trackman is down here to tell me otherwise. I think it's a curveball. It's a curveball. A base runner on after 7 offers and a walk. And Zito sends one down the middle, but it is clipped that time. Gabriel Piggies getting some work late. Ricky on deck. Hales has a man on base with no outs and a 0-1 count. Nice pitch, he just misses the mark up high and outside. The count with no outs. A man on base after 7 offers. Another pitch. Same spot, a little bit lower though. Piggies ahead of the count, 3-1. Up in the air, we're wearing, and it is foul. 3-2 the count. Team offer on the way against Piggies. Left-handed Zito. On 4 runs in the previous inning. This one is in fair territory with Scott as well as Waring over there. And it is the latter who makes the catch for out number 1, stranding a player at first. And here's Connor Fricke, the first baseman.
50. Connor Fricke.
Matthew Kim's over there at first. 7 offers and a walk from him. one out in this inning as well.
Yeah, and if one gets put on the ground here, great opportunity for the Cropdusters to turn two and end the game.
Look who is digging the nail a little bit closer and closer, not confident. It's Zito dealing it against Fricky on a pitch to the outside half. Great work to set the tone of this at bat against Fricky, and here's another offer. Check swing. They call it a strike at first base. Little John does not like the call either.
That's how you exactly. That's how you know it's a 50-50 call whenever Little John comes out.
Gotta make a call to T-Pain. We need to crop this. And over to the side, Ahern. Look that one outside of field play. Still an 0-2 count. Not so far, and a man aboard at first. Little walk. And this is tapped on over to Berman, who turns it to first. They do get that double play. Zito Wolf smiles with his clean-shaven look. He and the Cropdusters take the game 12-8.
Hey, did I call it or did I call it? I said if he puts one on the ground, you got to turn two to end it. They do exactly that.
Now we go to Alexandria to continue one and play another. So what are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, a different win against the Thunderbolts, I think, from what the Cropdusters are used to. Every time they come here to Montgomery Blair High School, it's kind of just domination back, front to back. But just not the case here, but it's a win nonetheless, and that's what you have to do, especially as the season starts to get into its final days.
And we'll talk about that more tomorrow. It's sort of that Mike Evans revenge game because if you can recall, Worth was getting a little chippy with him. He's like, and I spoke to Coach Worth about it. He's like, I want to discontinue this game even though it's raining. So I'm like, what are you, all gas, no brakes? He says, yep. So we'll take a deep dive about it tomorrow. You're on the call. Be doing sideline one more time. It's going to be a fun one for you, huh?
Yeah, really excited. Excited to get down there. Alexandria, a team who hasn't had the greatest season by any means, but they always play this Cropdusters team competitive. So excited to see what's in store.
So you're saying Brissett should be back on that team next year?
I won't make any statements like that, but...
Well, nonetheless, Cropdusters take another rivalry game, 12-8. We'll step aside and see you tomorrow. For Peyton House, Ali here. Have a great rest of your night. See you Monday at Alexandria at Frankman Field.
Echoes of your words crashing in.